Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for the month of July for Taurus. Thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Your comments are most welcome. What are the important messages for Taurus for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit, for protecting me and keeping me safe, for protecting the collective, keeping us safe. What are the important messages for Taurus for the month of July? What does Taurus need to know? Thank you, Spirit, for teaching me. What does Taurus need to know for the month of July? What does Taurus need to know for the month of July? What are the important messages? Oh, things from the past, a commitment that you made in the past. Victory. And you're following your intuition for destiny. So, some relationships are destined to go into the future. If you're looking for a relationship, you will get into one. It's a question of your attitude, how you respond to people, and how they respond back. What is it that Taurus needs to know for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit. One more shuffle. What are the important messages for Taurus for July? The layout is following as the previous read. The first line is all about you, the viewer, if you are Taurus. If you are not, if you're a cross-watcher, then the first line may apply to you if you are following up on a Taurus who does not look at these readings. And if they do, well, you can just see where it fits. If you are the significant other, which would be the second line. If you don't have a significant other, then it's anyone you're dealing with. That's a friend, family member, co-worker, colleague, acquaintance, people you meet on the street. I'll just raise the third line so you can see, make sure. Third line is the outcome of this reading. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands. That's internal turmoil, or you're arguing, discussing, debating with other people, and everybody wants to get their idea across and everybody wants to speak at the same time. But you're going off into smooth waters because you're taking back what someone has taken from you, and that's usually your self-respect, your integrity, your rights. You're standing up for what you believe in. This is from the past, so you're probably defending yourself. Could be through legal means, where you stand and you stand your ground, or you state your case and it's activities or work in the past that you've done, or just a relationship. It could even be crime, violence that you may have been involved in, where you were fighting with someone and you have to stand before a judge, magistrate, etc. Could be. May not go as far as that for most of you, but maybe one or two, where you're standing before a legal system of whether it is small claims court or ombudsman in your company where you work, but you're standing up and defending yourself. Or it could just be within the family for sibling rivalry, or fighting with friends, acquaintances. Someone is a mediator and you're reporting to them. As big or as small as you make it, okay? This is about something in the past. It's a relationship that happened in the past, whether it's a working relationship or a romantic one. But there's a major healing involved here. Anxiety and the desire to move on, the desire to be creative. Maybe it was a fight over plans or diagrams or patents. It could be anything. Either way, within the next moon, because we're going into full moon, new moon on the 4th and full moon on the 16th, if I'm not mistaken, of August. So you should see some turnaround by then for you standing up and taking a position, whether it's defending yourself, defending someone else, for rights, your right to. Just take it how it resonates. We have the beginning, it's a disappointment that is probably being held, that's what's probably being looked into and worked on from the past, because it's in the past, but it's going to be divinely guided. The devil being here is to say that there's an obsession, there's addiction, there's maybe even abuse that's being recognized and rectified. And abuse can be in any form. Just if you feel that you've been taken advantage of, or your rights have been abused, or you've been abused emotionally, psychologically, physically, all of that falls into this abuse, okay? And take it as it resonates. It may not be abuse, it could just be control. It could be being held back. It could be someone trying to sabotage or stop you from moving forward. There's a disappointment that the devil is a part of. We'll take cards on that. And of course there's the Knave of Pentacles, so there's focus. There's meticulous focus. So there's an obsession. The obsession is in being meticulous. So it probably is being scrutinized, the information that has been given for this, okay? It will come off with divine guidance. So Spirit is watching you. That's why the devil is here, okay? Second line, this refers to anyone outside of you, which would be a significant other, people you know, family and friends. There's destiny that is here. When I say destiny, the Wheel of Fortune, and that's like a destiny card. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and there is a higher level of relationship. Could be a proposal for marriage, because we have a commitment here. Could be a commitment to self-improvement. But in this deck, it usually means marriage. There's the Knight of Wands. So very charming. So there is a possibility that you may be being courted, or you may know of someone, or you are courting someone, because this is the significant other to be, or this is people you know, or this is people you know who are getting into a relationship. Take it as it comes, okay? With the disappointment, we have 2 threes. So we have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. So the 3 of Cups is a celebration, but it's a balance, because we have a disappointment and then we have a celebration. Could be that it was a third party involved with this disappointment. We have the Sun with the 3 of Cups, so it's a celebration. It's positive. Something's very positive that's coming out of the disappointment. The 2 of Wands, it's rectifying your plans. It's wanting to make I should say amends. It's not amends at all. I don't know where that's coming from. But this 2 of Wands means that you know what you want. You know where you want to go, and you are making your way to do so. It is a push and pull. This month of July is a bit difficult for that. We have the devil here with the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So there is a balance there. Like we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Then we have our Ten of Wands preceding our Knight of Wands, which is divine guidance to a burden that needs to be put down. 10 and 2 are 12 right here. So this together is something that's happening behind the scenes. People you know may be working against you. That was probably the disappointment. You want to look into that and check your friends, check people that you work with. Let's take some cards on these. Starting with the Three of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. It's a new beginning. Higher knowledge. Could be a decision that has been granted from higher, from a judgment. Could be divorce. King of Cups. Very emotional. Oh boy. Yeah, that disappointment. Not satisfied with what he had. That's a Five of Cups right here. That Five of Cups is like a loss, a mourning. Something was taken, stolen. Somebody died. It's very sad. It's very emotional and on a very high level. But this is a beginning. So that disappointment was in the past, more or less, where you felt that something was stolen from you, or something was stolen from you, or you lost a dear one, and you're going through that. But you see, you get the World here. So there is a completion. Taurus, you're going through a major change in life. And this is, when it comes to endings, where you lose a loved one or you lose a relative, family members, it goes deep. And it's understandable that you feel inadequate because you're missing something or you're missing them. But don't worry, you have to go through that, and you must allow yourself to feel that. Don't deny yourself that mourning time. It's meant to, you're meant to mourn the loss of a loved one. You're meant to mourn a loss of anyone or anything in your life that had a significance. But you have a determination to bring in the balance, and you will, because you're looking for the truth. And that Ten of Swords that just shows itself is just to say that all the truth is coming out. Okay, what's this Knave of Pentacles? Okay, so we have creativity. So with the loss that you feel, you're going into yourself. You will be able to speak up. You see, you have an Ace of Wands, and the Knave of Pentacles is like an ace. So it is future cards. Okay, the Knave is a future card because you're looking forward. You're focusing on the future. Focusing on being creative too. You're focusing on what you want for you. Expressing it through word or art, which is good. Because you're changing your life. And you are working it out. Like really thinking it over. Going around and around in your mind. And this is all justified with the Five of Pentacles. You feel that loss. You feel that you're not good enough. So that inadequacy and that sense of lack, Spirit is giving you that so you can build on. Build yourself up, in other words. Rebuild that integrity that you feel is either taken from you or lost through the loss of family members or loved ones, okay, in relationships. And then you have the Eight of Wands, which does bring you back. End it on that, just to keep it positive. You have a double 8 here. So this month is a little bit tough. I shouldn't say little, it's not little at all. What you feel may be intense, and I would suggest that you sit with whatever it is when you feel that pain or agony, that loss that you may feel. sit with it and remember the people or the person, depending on the situation. Remember the best parts of them, because it's the only way you're going to get through. And it's good if you could talk it out with someone. See, what is this devil representing? Again, it's denial. Okay, so we're not accepting the loss of something. The regret is there. Maybe you feel that you could have done more, but you couldn't have, because you have to remember things, people and events come into our lives to teach us that we must let go more than we should hold on, that we should be able to walk away. Accepting hurt is not easy. It's not meant to be easy. This work that we come here on this plane to do, it's not meant to be easy. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So, and then we have a 20, the World. Judgment, sorry, it's a judgment call. And of course with the Pentacles, this moving slowly, working slowly. It takes time. It's a slow process that you're going through. That devil here is because somebody doesn't want to accept the loss. The King and the Queen are a match. So there is balance here. It could be a coupling. Maybe this is a new. There is some truth that needs to be expressed between King and Queen. Maybe this is a coupling that is in a denial, that they don't want to recognize each other's truth or speak certain truths. That could be it. But the devil is there to make sure that it does happen, because there is a match there. So if it is balance within the self, the King and the Queen, where you are balancing your truth, your beliefs, and you're bringing it together with what you are willing to work on, and then allowing the work to take place or to happen, to evolve. That's one way of looking at it. Otherwise, it's two people who need to come together and be honest with each other. For divine guidance, it's going to be divinely guided, because you both belong. If it is, it seems to be a coupling at the end here. As King and Queen, they're on the same level. They stand for the same things. They want the same thing. The Knight of Swords, someone needs to speak up. The Seven of Cups, it's a choice that needs to be made. Seven of Swords, sorry, Seven of Wands. So it's a question of standing in the light, in the integrity, your integrity. We started off with that when I was shuffling the deck. And then it's a healing that's taking place, and a conversation for healing. Okay, maybe not just a conversation, but usually when the swords come, it's a timeout. You need to rest, or you need to speak, like whether it's psychological, or you need to share, like I said, you need to share your truth with another person. No holding back, Taurus. No more. No denial. You gotta accept what's going on. You gotta take it to the next level. You gotta evolve. You gotta self-explore. Ask yourself why you feel like you need to hold back. What is it that you feel will happen if you speak your truth? If you feel that you may lose a partnership because of the truth, then what's the point? Better to have a relationship breakup because of the truth than to live a lie, because that's not worth it. So let's see where we're affecting the second line here. What is this Two of Cups? Yeah, somebody's walking away. Had enough. The Four of Cups said that it was too much of the same. The Knave of Cups, it's supposed to be a forgiveness, determination. With the Queen of Wands, she wants to go on her own. Maybe she's leaving a relationship, she's leaving a marriage, or she just leaving confusion, imbalance, too many things going on, there's no trust, there's ego involved with the Emperor. So there's some kind of control that's she's not happy with this. And I say she, it's because it's a feminine quality, the Queen that came up. So If it is that you are a male and you're feeling that this fits you, where you want to walk out of a relationship or someone, your queen wants to leave you, well, you know, it's, you take it as it resonates, right? Because there's imbalance. Apologies need to come to bring back that trust for that emperor. Because there's truth that needs to be told, eh? It won't take more than that. What's with the Four of Pentacles? Sorry, I keep saying Four of Pentacles. It's the Four of Wands. What is with the Four of Wands? Well, we have the Six of Wands. That makes 10 wands. So burden needs to be put down for sure. And that's probably with this ego going on here. But it is a victory. So you want to take something to a higher level, and then they're investigating on certain truths, questioning truth, which is good. You need to question the truth. Somebody is questioning truth. I say you, but depending on where you fit, you decide. But this is a question of investigating what was said or what is to be said. Could be someone is a jealousy there, and they're making up stories because your victory is to be had or is already had. But we have satisfaction or likeliness of satisfaction, because it's the Nine of Cups. So things will go in a certain direction that is positive. And we have the King of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. So we have a possibility of a marriage, a proposal. That's probably where the victory comes in. And it is destined, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune tells us. What is the Wheel of Fortune representing? The Knave of Wands. So this is within the moon. So again, I said the moon was going to go into new moon on the 4th of August. But you look at the phase of the moon where it is now, because whenever you are reading or listening to this reading, the moon phase may be at that point where you need to use it as a marker, because today is the 16th, and this would be a month from now when I'm doing this reading. If you're looking at the next full moon, it's supposed to fall on the 16th. Okay, what is the Knight? What is this Knight of Wands representing? Yeah, work. So work or working on the details of what is going on here, with either it's a marriage or someone leaving a relationship. It's going to be worked out, but it's a slow process. Huh? This Knight of Wands is doing some work, working on details, following intuition, taking on a different perspective and changing. This is going through metamorphosis. This is going through the Death card here. So we have all major arcana, 3 major arcana following the 8 of Pentacles. So this is work that Spirit is guiding you or the next person to get through. Okay, and then we have the 10 of Wands. What is this 10 of Wands? Thank you, Spirit. Work from the past, 10 of Swords. So it's a real completion. What's with the 10 of Swords? Self-love. Making an offer. The truth about an offer. The burden, all that work that you did is relating to the past. There's betrayal. Betrayal of an offer. And that's come to the surface. We have the stability that will come once you put down the burden, once you recognize, you'll feel that independence that you're able to take care because of your self-love, if you're loving yourself. And your intuition is high, and this is destiny. Okay? Your destiny is to get through, and it's not going to be, let's just say it's going to be 50-50. It's not going to be so difficult because you're strong enough to carry it. This is a healing, what you're going through. So it's a question of acceptance. So you don't have to do as much work. The work involved is to allow what is happening to process. And that's where it's difficult, because it's patience that's required. You have to sit quietly. You have to allow things to happen. You have to accept what's going on, whether you like it or not. And that's where you find you have more difficulty, because you don't like what's going on and you must accept it. And there's nothing you can do, and you know that. That's why you must hold on to your integrity. What is with the sun? Let's see why the sun is shining here. Again, anything that you can do and anything that you need, you have it. The sun provides the clarity, at least, if nothing more. But because the sun is the most positive card in the deck, your ability to rise above, if that's what you have to do, is you have the ability. But then you have something that you need to protect, which would be your integrity. And the Four of Pentacles say that you're holding back on sharing what you call dear. But then there is an offer that needs to be made, or an offer that will come. The happiness is in this gift of possibility, that generosity. Let's see what this Three of Cups represents. Thank you, Spirit. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. So there was a third party situation happening. And the Knight of Pentacles is working his way, figuring out the details of this third party situation and coming out with the truth. The uncertainty of the love of a woman is here. Oh boy. Either to make an offer to go out, because there's a victory here, and that truth will springboard into this prince, because the Prince of Cups is someone who is not sure, but there is love, there is emotional law. The Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So there is, it's as if the King of Cups has gone down a rung, or this Knight of Cups is accepting change with love, with, I mean, it can go either way, yeah? Because it's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups could be a third party situation, or you're going out. Now the Tower came with the anxiety, so there's the assumption is that there is a third party situation with the Nine of Swords and the Tower showing itself. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So the Knight of Pentacles is he's wanting to go forward, to make that effort, which is very charming, and he's going for it. He has the enthusiasm because he has the truth. But then he's uncertain because of the powerful love of the Queen. Maybe it's too much for him. He's not on the same level. He's unsure of the love. If he's loved, or if he has the capacity to love, or if it will be returned. That is where the generosity comes in with the Sun. Changing plans and working through the truth of the past, because the truth is what you see. It starts up here with the healing, that wanting to be in a relationship, and again it's coming back to the integrity. You see, you have both King and Queen, and there's a regret, there's loss, there's denial, that the past is what's holding the future hostage. This is why the Devil is here. You see, we need to rectify or reckon with what happened in the past. Tell the truth, both of you. Speak it. Don't be afraid. It's what's blocking your future, the fear. See, even the prince who wants to step forward and make that announcement, I want us to be in a relationship, will you marry me? He's afraid. Somebody is afraid, Taurus. And there's no need for it. Let's see what the Two of Wands represents, since I'm doing all the cards. So we have the Six of Cups. Again, it's in the past. That Two of Wands. You had a plan. You were going with it. Then there's a healing, because of work done in the past. The healing will come, and the courage will come. And there's our King of Wands making his stand. So you see, you'll stand in your integrity, Taurus. If it is you that is represented by the King of Wands, you still have a few steps to take before you will be able to put that crown on your head and have the full force of your confidence. It is about your integrity, this whole reading. Whatever level you're on, whatever relationship you're in, whether it is working, platonic, or love affairs, your integrity. Stand in your integrity. Check in with that. On how you are feeling, how you respond to diversity or adversity, I should say. Because that's what it's all about. How we respond. Whether we accept things the way they are and then work towards change and growth and improvement, if we are able to improve, or we learn from the mistakes at least. What is the oracle message for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message for this reading? What does Taurus need to understand a little more on this? See, peace and chaos and conflict, and they're both in the reverse. All right, so let's see what peace is 23. You would have been at the 22. Let me see here. Okay, so 22 would have come before the 23, and that would have been blessed. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. So something good came into your life, and then what happened? You were blessed. I'm reading the protection on this. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. Okay, so there was a loss that took place, whether it was a breakup or a death in the family or arguments among family, siblings, etc. And there was a split. Turned into chaos. Now you're coming to a reckoning where you're like, okay, well, what do I do now? You're hitting round bottom. So the next level is peace, freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. So you need to accept things for the way they are. Radically, just bam. Okay, this is it. They're gone. They're no longer in my life. Whether you want it so or not, you still have to accept it. We'll read the protection on that. Should help you. Now is the time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions, even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life. All that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. It's a matter of timing. The Wheel of Fortune is here. You have the possibility, if it is you that is looking to get into a new relationship, or you want to close off one, or you're just going through the suffering of the loss, and you're going in circles. Milk and honey is coming. Mending is coming. Okay? This, and I don't want to read the chaos because it's not positive any more than this. And what you need to focus on is finding that level of peace, because you will get it. You have closure, you have judgment, you have healing, you have transformation, and you have divine guidance with the Lovers, divine guidance, and you have your time is now with the Wheel of Fortune. So I thank you, Taurus, for showing up again. I mean, I did say this at the beginning, but hang in there until our next read. Love and light.